It's a beautiful morning and we're on the South Island's west coast looking for a roaring stag. The last few days have been fairly quiet on our way down. Mind you, the weather didn't help, too much wind and rain, but she's looking good now for the next few days. We've come into a low-lying swampy area where we heard a distant roar late last night, so we're hoping he's still somewhere nearby. It's not the easiest country to sneak up on something without it hearing or seeing you come in first, because you have to get so close before you'd even see the stag, so we're pretty much relying on him coming to us.
Find a place.
But if he does come, then it makes for some great footage, because he could come really close, which is exactly what we're after. Close stags in thick bush is the ultimate challenge.
Nice jumpy with there. Yeah. Could have gone to the Olympics with that little jump. It came out of nowhere. Yeah, just one grunt, eh? Yeah, just sneaking through, and next thing, just a and you know that's stag, just letting you know he's in the area. And lucky he did that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known he was even there. Just a small, younger fella, isn't it, or what? Yeah, like a 6 pounder, I think. Right. Yeah. Oh, that was great. That was unbelievable, really. Incredible. Wasn't expecting it. No. You got to be alert. Heck yeah. It's a good start to the day, isn't it? We just heard a stag roar somewhere on this flat. But we don't know if the wind's already got us, because it seems to be coming across, which is not good. But we couldn't find anywhere else to get across the creek down a bit lower. It was too much of a bluff on the edge, but now it's flattened out nicely. So anyway, go across here and see what happens.
In the old days, we used to have pretty basic gear in terms of clothing, and there wasn't really a lot to choose from anyway. So we pretty much just wore any old clothes we had, and that wasn't always the most practical or comfortable.
It's really thick and swampy through here. Really hard work. Now it's starting to rain just to make things worse.
But nowadays, with new technology comes good equipment. So on our way down, we stopped at Hunting Fishing to pick up some new gear, and the Huntec range would have to be some of the best. These new jackets that Clyde and I are wearing are called the Butcher's Coat, with the water-resistant black nylon backing. They're great for carrying out animals, while still keeping you inside clean and dry. And the short sleeves are especially great for the warmer months, keeping your arms free for butchering without getting too hot. Clyde and I found them great for bush hunting, and they've got plenty of pockets for your GPS, headlamp and other gadgets.
Crikey dickens, that was amazing. Thought he was going to smell us, hey, when he went round there.
Oh, we just came through here. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Trying to guide him, you know, you've got to not move and just try and get your hand to the roarer. Because I instantly look to see what it looks like and think, trying to judge whether we're going to take a shot. But
not worth shooting, just a beautiful stag.
yeah, so you see him go under there and whack.
Yeah.
The tree fell on his back.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't actually quite see it fall, but I heard the snap. Unbelievable.
Oh man, I can't believe it.
But you've got to keep roaring, eh? Even when he's close, because once he stops, if nothing happens after too long, he's liable to run.
Damn right. And I've actually been quite impressed with these new sneakers, because we were sneaking through some flaming
some crap,
crackly stuff there. So I'm really impressed.
We'll just see if he's still there, because it seemed to stop.
Yeah.
He may not be that disturbed apart from hearing us talking. Oh, have a look.
Just a lovely patch of bush this too, because it was really thick just in there, all the way through. But it's flaming 12:20 at the moment.
Incredible, isn't it?
So yeah, this time of the year, that's the 31st of March, so quite early. But to get them, like we were coming through thinking our day was over, and then in fact he just was growling on his own, wasn't he really?
Well,
and then
he probably might have heard us from a distance, maybe.
we didn't try roaring until we got sort of into him,
Yeah.
expecting he may have had a hind and was just going to keep moving off. But no, by crikey, I can't believe it. Our luck swung there, man.
Heck yeah, after 2 failures this morning.
See, we're after a dual thing at the moment. We're after some, meat for the family, but we also want to try and get a little bit of a specimen, eh?
Yeah, a bit better head.
Don't want to just be bombing everything up, but leave some for everyone else. But that was exciting. You never sort of get sick of it, really.
No, and he just played beautifully, didn't he? The way he came back once he was going around, he hadn't turned and come back.
Because when he went into there, I'm thinking we're finished, because we just came through. Then he turns back, like just on the little thing, and then comes back through there, feeds his way down, sneaky, just carefully, in case we were a big stag. Didn't want to get too close. Anyway,
it's embarking.
There he is.
Yeah.
So now he's heard us. I don't think he smelt us.
No, it's just lovely.
Well, have a good life.
Yeah.
Hopefully no one shoots you soon.
Yeah.
Here's something fascinating. I kicked it with my boot. It was sort of a little bit more obscure than that, but I didn't know what it was. First I thought it's just a big flat root. Look at that. It's actually an old pickhead. Can you believe it? Now how old that is, goodness only knows. I mean, we're in an area where there is a lot of cutover, and it's whether it was milled about 80 years ago, however long, I don't know. But you wouldn't expect to find a pickhead. We used to use those in Aussie years ago when we did a bit of digging for sapphires and opals and stuff, and of course a bit of gold. That's a big solid pick too, by crikey. You'd expect you might find an axe head in here or something like that, because with the milling of the timber and stuff, but not a pickhead.
And we're right on a creek here.
Yeah, it's a strange place, and it's not even, I haven't seen any old workings tracks or anything nearby, But yeah, that's fascinating. Goodness knows the age of that. Look at the barnacles growing all over it. Solid.
But
Amazing.
they use that kind of thing for gold.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're on the west coast of the South Island, so there's gold that's been scattered all the way. You know, we find people have been prospecting in all sorts of places. So whether this was actually for gold, because I've done a bit of gold in Western Australia, metal detecting, of course, and dug a few holes over there and found a few bit of gold. Some nice nuggets, chunky stuff. Sun's been up about an hour. Best time of the day, of course. Nice and cool. Although it's quite windy, but that's probably a good thing, because I believe it's meant to get quite hot later, up to about 38. Got a little piece of gold just over there, about 30 metres away, and now I've got another signal down here. So it's a pretty loud signal. Cool. Sounds very good. You're joking me. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, that magnificent. Huh. Oh yeah. I'll give it a clean up later with a toothbrush. What a beauty.
You know, there's nuggets on the west coast, or is it more
Well,
fine gold?
I've never done any myself in New Zealand, metal detecting. I left my metal detector in Aussie, but yeah, they do it here, definitely, no question about that. And I mean, going into the gold shops, you know, some of those jewellery shops, they've got some nice nuggets, eh? So yeah, fascinating, very fascinating.
Make sure you put it back where you found it.
Yeah, very freaky. Alright, let's get out of here.
I mentioned the other day that we'd been given a pair of boots to try out. Remember that little stag that came in quite nicely? And how I was impressed with the boots. Now, as I said, we were given them. So I'm going to say that, aren't I? Well, no, I wouldn't say anything if I weren't happy with them. So these things, I've never been a sort of a high lace-up boot type dude, have you?
No, I've been
Like-
more shorter
Yeah.
boots in
So
a sense, but
in sort of even like low running kind of shoes type thing, or you know, those Viking, whatever, forget what they were called. But these things, apart from the water that's coming down my pants because it's been pretty wet, my feet are dry. It's not sloshy, so I'm impressed with that. They say waterproof, and they are waterproof. You know, the sole, if you take a look at the sole, pretty rugged, pretty good. Apparently the technology in these is that once you've worn it for a bit and it heats up with your feet, it moulds to the shape of your feet a little bit. And they're Italian made. I mean, it's all good news, I think. And I like them. I now like them. I thought they were going to be a bit stiff and a bit high. Did you think that? You know, a little bit too high? No, we like fairly low. But it's about an inch, so now I'm actually 5'12", maybe 5'11" with these. So it's a bonus. Yeah, so I'm very, very happy with the things. So thanks very much, whoever gave me those. Oh, that's good to see. Looks like a stag's come through here. It's pretty fresh. It's had no rain on it, I don't think. Yeah. See that?
good looking mark, isn't it? Especially when it's flared like that.
Yeah. Came down there. Come around the side. Somewhere's gone through here, I think. It's gone over around there. Around here. Then you can see this marks coming up here. Yeah. Then you can see a line going. If you lift up, you can see that line going right along here.
We've just been coming through a whole lot of thick superjack vines and a bit of a mess, and we've just come out to a bit better bush with more pungas and crown fern. Nothing roared at all. So far we haven't heard a roar this morning. We just suddenly looked ahead and there's a young stag, or spiker was it?
No, it's a stag, because I saw him turn
Right, yeah.
before you could get the camera out.
Yeah, so it was a young stag, like
Six
was it? Anyway, we're watching him there, and I slowly went down, because he's just looking at us, managed to get the camera out.
And I'm still watching that line.
Yep.
that's when
he moved off
Yeah.
as I came up with the camera, but then a second stag walked out, and we got that little bit of footage of him standing there. I think another 6-pointer by this.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah, something. So that was a hard case, but anyway, he gave a little moan then, but then he's come around us and he was just up here and he's barked now, so hopefully he runs off that way and doesn't disturb all this country.
Yeah, and we're just thinking that, you know, one day, instead of being just a little 6 that's just, even if he doesn't roar, steps into view, it'll be a nice, beautiful 12.
I'm able to get a shot.
Yeah, something representative.
Well, there's still hope. Right.
If you're looking for a good pair of trousers, the Huntec range have a few different styles to choose from. We've worn them for quite a while now, and you can see they're well made. They fit nicely, are comfortable and lightweight, and they dry out really fast. The zip-up pockets are great, and the latest ones even have a dry seat lining to keep your backside dry. The main thing is they're nice and quiet while bush hunting, because for Clyde and I it's about getting as close as possible to roaring stags, so good gear makes all the difference.
We've gone completely around him now to get around the wind, but he won't move. It's our scent down there. It's not moving, so thick in that, eh? I don't.
Unbelievable. You just can't see through all the crap.
Man, I'm seeing, like, I thought I saw bits, you know, of nice threes a little bit, but
Hopefully
so then I couldn't see him at all, and then you were there, and I didn't want to shoot by heart, you know what I mean? And I had to step up, but I had to wait till, because I could see him looking.
Right, yeah.
And I had to wait till he roared. And I stepped up, right, went up, I went like that, you know. Down here, right, I could see him there. I just went like that as soon as he roared, and then I had to find him there.
Yeah.
I could see his face, right?
Yep.
His face and thing, and then I just went for the neck, just below the head.
Right, yeah.
And it's, you can see how thick it is through there.
Yeah, I can see the antlers on the ground.
Oh, can you?
Fantastic.
Right.
Oh, it's difficult though, eh? Oh, he roared good.
Follow through.
Could you get anything from... I don't know.
Roaring, like, or see anything?
I could hardly see anything. It's just like, it's through all the sticky stuff, you know? I don't even know what's in there. Hopefully you can see a bit of them going through, but I don't know.
Boy, that was hard work, eh? But we're going to have to move fast because it's nearly dark. And man, talk about raw, but we've had a hard time of it lately. All the bush we've been going into is really thick and swampy, and you just can't get a clear view. It's all sticky and horrible. We did want a specimen, so unfortunately he's not quite the specimen, but we've got to move pretty quick. Have a look, I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, the light's already getting low, you know. Yeah. But anyway, he's a
10-pointer.
Is he?
Is he?
12.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What have you got in your
Well,
hand?
I never was good at maths.
Yeah, you've
but-
got 2 behind your hand. Shift your
Have
hand
I?
there.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a 10 pointer.
Right.
So yeah, I'll come out here.
He's a nice stag.
Yeah, there we go.
Beautiful
Hold
stag.
head up now.
So we've got to
There we go.
butcher him
Yeah.
pretty quick and get out because we're a long way in.
You know, we've had a few encounters, but boy, it's hard work, alright, eh? But this guy, talk about raw, beautiful roaring.
He's a beautiful animal, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he could, like on the hook, he'd probably go, after he's gutted and head off, he could well go 100 kilo.
He's
Nice stag.
he's got a big mane on him.
Yeah.
There's your shell.
Yeah.
Good on you, old fella.
He's definitely got a big neck. See it there.
Okay, let's get into business.
And a beautiful roar.
Oh,
Tender.
okay, let's
Lovely. We were given these boots from our mates at Hunting and Fishing to try out. Now Clyde's got a slightly different pair than I've got. They're both, the brand is Zamberlin, so they're both the same brand. And I wouldn't say anything about them if I didn't like them. I'd just say nothing at all. But I actually do like them. Now they've got a fairly thick tread, which is higher than we normally have, so your foot's a little bit higher off the ground. But in saying that, it's a very, very knobbly, excellent tread. Now waterproof, they are waterproof, whereas a lot of boots we try, they claim they're waterproof, but really they're not so much. A lot of the footwear we wear is just ordinary sneakers or sand shoes, but I have to say I do recommend these. So if you're looking for a new pair of boots, they'd be my choice. Zamberlin, get them from your local hunting and fishing store. Remember the name.